2, to prevent a person from obstructing or endangering the investigation or the court proceedings, or 3, where applicable, to prevent the person from continuing with the commission of that crime or a related crime which is within the jurisdiction of the court and which arises out of the same circumstances. In accordance with Article 60.2 of the statute, the person subjected to a warrant of arrest under Article 58 of the statute may apply for interim release pending trial. The Pretorial Chamber's ruling on such an application under Article 60.2 of the statute is provisional in nature, to the extent that it will be periodically reviewed at least every 120 days or at any time following a request by the detained person or the prosecutor, if satisfied that the circumstance so require. The Pretorial Chamber may modify its initial ruling on detention, pursuant Article 60.3 of the statute and Rule 118.2 of the Rules of Procedure and Evidence. Regarding the first ground of appeal and the question of whether the Pretorial Chamber erred in law by relying on hypothetical and non-specific risks to find that continued detention is warranted, the Appeals Chamber recalls that in determining whether the conditions pursuant Article 60.2 of the statute had been met, a chamber must find that detention appears necessary. In this context, the Appeals Chamber observes that a determination shall be made concerning the possibility and not the inevitability that one of the events listed in Article 58(1)(b) of the statute will occur, and that it is the responsibility of the relevant chamber to weigh the evidence before it pursuant to the relevant standard. The Appeals Chamber notes that in its assessment of risks under Article 58(1)(b) of the statute, the Pretorial Chamber relied on this legal standard. Indeed, the Pretorial Chamber correctly referred to the standard that the assessment under Article 58(1)(b) of the statute concerns the possibility, not the inevitability, of a future occurrence. Whether as judges, but the entire international community needs to do that, because as such, we are working also, as always, for peace and global security. But still, I am Latin American, still I am Peruvian, so we are very resourceful people in my country. So I'm having my strategies, which I won't reveal. But it is true that living in Europe, where you don't use digital, you don't use cash, it's very difficult to carry out. But none of this have or deterred us as judges, because those sanctions are designated to attack our independence as judges, and we are not giving up our independence. As judges, we are more united than ever, and we are carrying out our daily functions with the best of our abilities. Although it has impacted the court, the personnel, morale, and etc. But now we are doing well. I think that the court has proven to be very resilient, and the judges as well. Well, I could say that at the beginning it was very difficult, but we gathered with the judges, the affected judges, we gathered with the Dutch authorities, from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, also from the Economic Affairs. So we asked them to support us in a very practical manner. I remember to that I said to these high officials that I feel defenselessness, because if they can do nothing, if they are doing over compliance of these sanctions, then where is the sovereignty of this country? Because the banks are independent. Why they should be subordinated to the American policies? I think that this impacted in the authorities, because we also, all the colleagues, we narrated how we were doing and the difficulties. And as they feel, I think, a little bit ashamed. And then next day I received a call from my bank announcing me that now I could move at least my account in dollars to be converted in euros, so I can have the disposition of my assets. So that was a good issue. And now I think that because the registrar of the court has made some arrangements with the bank, for the moment we can use our money in euros, but you know what will happen in the future. Now, European Commission, I think that it has been clear during this week that everybody, at least in the speech, are supporting us. But what we are asking are practical measures. What we are asking is action. We need the support of the entire world, but we are in Europe now, and Europe is a powerful structure. The European Union is a powerful structure. They should react as such. They cannot be subordinated to the American policies. I think that they should do something else than only say that they show solidarity with us, because solidarity is not only a word. It should be enacted, as you said, with practical measures, legislative measures and others, to support the court, not only to support the judges, but to support the system of Rome. Because with these sanctions, which is affected, it's not only the judges. We are just individuals. We are just persons. Probably we will be gone in the next years. But they want to affect the system of Rome, the system of the court, where we deliver justice for the victims, the most defenselessness and vulnerable victims who nobody listens. So they are the affected ones with this. And I think that this is the reason, because not only the European Union, not only Europe, but the entire world should support this, even the people from the United States of North America.
Ginawa ang hakbang kasunod ng ICC arrest warrant laban kay Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu.